Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and it's time for the first episode ever of Warzone Apothis. Now I've got Andy here, the infamous Andy, and this is actually going to be doubly cool. Not only is it our very first Warzone Apothis battle report ever, but we're actually going to return to the narrative that Andy was part of and the Storms of Ixia campaign. Because what we're going to be doing is an Orks versus Tyranids battle report on Ixia. We're going to be doing two of them actually, one for free and then one in the vault, of course, like we always do. And we're going to make this a little mini narrative. The Orks are going to be playing on the Forces of Chaos, not because they're joining the Forces of Chaos, but because anything they do on Ixia to push the Tyranids back furthers the agenda of Chaos on that planet. Because the Tyranids, of course, have that shadow in the warp, which just smothers them out, and the demons need this world because it's part of the warp convergence and all that fun stuff. We're going to be doing two missions. The very first one is actually taken from the WoGazgul supplement. It's called The Green Beast and the Tide.
The Green Beast and Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Echoes of War mission.
That's right. And this one involves a Moloch actually being a character warlord with some extra special abilities. And whoever wins this one will determine what happens in the next one. So the idea here is that the Orks are trying to get off of Ixia. Now that it's finally come out of the warp, they see their opportunity. But unfortunately, they've been losing this war because more of the Tyranids have arrived on the planet. So they're looking for parts to get a stomp up and running so they can push back and get off the planet so they can join bigger wogs and have more fun than with these stupid Tyranids.
They've had it with this planet.
Oh, they've been fighting them for way too long. And normally Orks would like that, but the Tyranids just, they're not honorable fighters.
No.
They don't just meet them head on, they do all sorts of sneaky stuff. And so if the Orks win this, then the next game where we'll be doing one mission with the Orks having a stompa, and if they lose it, we'll be doing another game where they're basically just like fighting withdrawal, try not to get totally consumed by the Tyranids. And so let's go and play the first mission, and of course the second mission will be in the video links below. On this side we have 1,500 points of Orks. This is a combined arms attachment. Leading the charge is Ghazghkull Thraka, but not really. It's going to be, do you actually have a name for him?
Warboss Butcha.
Warboss Butcha. But he will be using all of the Ghazghkull Thraka rules just for the intents and purposes of the game. And in this combined arms attachment, what do we have? Well, we'll go right to left.
Sure, I've got two squads of shooter boys. There's 60 in each squad with a non-power claw boss pole. One of the squads has got a rocket launcher. They will be deep striking. Half of my units have to deep strike and half must be on the board.
That's right, per the mission rules.
Correct. Okay, and then I've got two squads of Grots.
Hey, why not, right?
Why not? I got a truck that's going to be carrying some Ludas, and I've got a Scorcher on that side.
And is this the side that's all deep striking?
That's all deep striking.
Okay, because what he has to do is half of his army starts on the table, the other half have to go in reserve, and they have to deep strike. And then on this side...
okay, so I got a tractor cannon. I got a Big Mac with a shock attack gun with 2 ammo Grots. I got two empty trucks that were attached with these guys, but they're running separate.
You're not going to deep strike the trucks?
No. I have a plan for them.
Okay.
And I've got tank busters in the truck. No knob. I got another Scorcher and a Gorkanut. Gorkanut.
Big old Gorkanut. So he's the one with not the custom force field.
Correct, the big gun.
Yeah, more guns. And that's your 1,500 points. You've got your Warlord trait by default for Ghazghkull Thraka, which is?
Prophet of the Wa.
That's right. So whenever you wog, or you get 2 wogs, or what is it?
Whenever I Wa, everyone is fearless.
Right. That's right.
That's right. And
on this side, I have my 1,500 points of Tyranids. It's actually 2 combined arms attachments, just because I wanted to bring 5 elite slots, as we'll see in a second. Now I have to bring a Moloch, and the Moloch gets some upgrades. It becomes a character. It gains It Will Not Die and Rampage, and all of its terror from the deep attacks gain the instant death special rule. So when it pops up out of the ground and does its strength 6 AP2 large blast against the unit that it hits, they're instant death. Now, that'll be a big deal if I can hit his war boss, but it would have been a bigger deal if he brought Mega Knobs, because obviously I could just insta-kill all of them, and that would be super awesome. But we'll just see what happens. I rolled for his Warlord trait, and I actually got Synaptic Linchpin, because he's a character, not normally, but for this mission he is. So he's become a Synapse creature with a 6-inch Synapse bubble. For my HQ choices, I have 1 HQ in each combined arms attachment, and that's just the Turvagon, no upgrades. Then I have a bunch of troop choices. I got 5 warriors with Devourers and then a Barbed Strangler. Then I've got 3 groups of Termagants, just 10 Termagants with 5 Flesh Borers and 5 Devourers. 2 groups of 10 Hormagants with Toxin Sacs, giving them poison. A group of 10 Gargoyles, 3 Biobores, and we got 5 Zoanthropes who will all be individual squads, just for some cheap synapse and a little bit of extra warp charges for my psychic powers. Now, in this mission, my Termagants, Hormagants, and Gargoyles, even the ones spawned by the Termagants, when they are destroyed, they go into ongoing reserve and they enter his table edge. And you'll see why in a second. And we will be playing on Ixia, which is a forest world. We're going to be using some of the Death World rules, because it is a Death World, as we kind of played in the Storms of Ixia campaign. And the way it works is it's just a Dawn of War deployment, so 12 inches on each side. The Orks will have that side. Andy had to place 3 objectives in his deployment zone, and that is why you're going to see the Tyranids get a few bonuses. Not because I gave it to them, just remember that. This is part of the custom mission. And you can see that because the deployment zone has the objectives, if my guys just came back from my table edge, it would be totally useless, because it would take them the entire game to get back there. So there's 3 objectives, 1, 2, 3. They are mysterious, and we will play with mysterious objectives, just because I usually don't, but let's do it for the custom mission. And then on top of that, the Orks deploy first, but then the Tyranids actually get first turn, unless he seizes the initiative. Also to note, Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker and First Blood are in this, except that Slay the Warlord is worth 3 victory points instead of just 1, unless it's in a challenge. If one of our Warlords slays the other Warlord in a challenge, then that is worth 5 victory points. And we are deployed. The Orks deployed first. Shock attack gun on this side, holding an objective, and we'll roll to see what that is in a second. We got our little Scorcha. Tank Bustas and a truck on this objective. Empty truck and empty truck. And then we got our big guy, and he does have Grot Riggers, gives him It Will Not Die, and our tractor cannon. Everything else is in reserve for the Orks. On the Tyranid side, the only thing in reserve is the Queen Moloch. And then we have our Gargoyles on the one flank that are 2 Tervagons with Hormagants, Termagants, Warriors, Termagants, more Zoanthropes, and Biovores. So yeah, lots of stuff just moving forward. My job is just to get forward and let my little guys die as quickly as possible so they can keep coming back, harassing him, and to keep my synapse and other stuff alive as long as possible so I can grab the objectives at the end. Mysterious objectives, this first one, it's 5. That is Scatterfield, so you get +1 cover save for anybody controlling it. That's kind of nice. That'll be a 3+ cover save. And it is Night Fighting first turn, so he'll have a 2+ cover save first turn. This objective is 6. That's a Grav Wave generator. 1 is the bad one. And so whenever you charge something controlling that, you subtract 2 from the charge distance. And then we got the last one. You can just grab that die again and roll it. 3. That's Skyfire, so we don't care about that one. Do you want to seize the initiative?
Nah.
Alright, so then Tyranids automatically have first turn. So Tyranids, turn 1. Right away, we're going to get the Gargoyles to jump forward as far as possible. Remember, Gargoyles are one of the 3 things that come back when they are fully destroyed. And they come back on his table edge. So there's really no reason for me to fear charging them forward and dying as quickly as possible. We'll roll difficult terrain for the Hormagants. They have moved through cover 5 inches. And one thing I just forgot, we roll on the Death Worlds table, the Indigenous Hazards. This is on the old Death World book. And so at the beginning of each turn we roll this and see what happens. So we're going to roll 5. So that is Indigenous Beast. And so there's going to be a beast that's going to come forward from a piece of terrain and attack something that at least is partially in that terrain, and they're going to take D6, Strength 5, AP nothing hits, ignoring cover. Of course, it's running up and bashing you in the face. So my options are this truck and your Big Mac with shock attack gun. How many wounds does a Big Mac have?
3.
Oh. So it'll be hard to kill him. Let's try to kill that truck.
Yeah, 2.
Oh, he's got 2 wounds.
Got 2 wounds.
Oh, do I possibly be a big jerk and kill your shock attack gun turn 1? You know what? Yeah. Yeah, why not, right? So D6, Strength 5, AP nothing hits. 4. He's toughness 4, so 3s to wound. It's AP nothing though. Oh, 2 wounds. What does he have for a save?
4. 4+.
He's a 4+ save. Oh, he survives. 1 wound. That would have been awesome. First turn, this big monster just comes out of the building and says, "Hey, get out my house!" Except he's not an orc. So it'd more be like growling at you or something. I don't know. So these are going to move forward. They're 5 inches like I already rolled. Turbogon's going to move behind them, and I'm not going to spawn Gaunts yet. Because I want them to be... Although I guess they could spawn up here and then run. Because whatever I spawn will come back. Maybe I should start to try to get... No, I'm not going to spawn yet. Not for first turn. Move through cover for the Turbogonts. 6 inches. That'll get them to the front of the woods. And the Tyranid warriors will follow behind them. 4 inches. Let's get them a little bit into the woods. And these Hormagaunts will move forward 6 inches. We're going to stay out of terrain. Move through cover for these Termagants, 4 inches. Let's get them up a little bit. This Termagon will move forward and not spawn. Then this Zoanthrope is just going to keep up with them. Termagants. Difficult terrain for the Biovores, just 4 inches. I'm just going to use that to move them fully into this. And then these Zoanthropes are just going to stay right behind. Not move their full 6 inches. Psychic phase, I've got 12 warp charges plus 2. So you've got 2, I've got 14. This Zoanthrope is going to attempt to manifest Catalyst, and that'll affect himself, and I'm going to choose this Turbogon as the other target. I'll throw 4 dice into it. It's just warp charge 1, and I got 1. If you want to try to stop it, you got 2 dice.
Yep.
You need a 6. You stopped it. I'm going to attempt to manifest Onslaught. That's from this guy. Yeah, this is one with Onslaught. He's going to put it onto this group. Warp charge 1, and he got it. No perils. They can run and then shoot. And I'm not going to do any other Psychic because I'm not in range to really do anything to you. And Dominion's not really necessary. I have enough Synapse, so I don't need to risk any perils. So shooting phase. This squad will run 6 inches, and then they can shoot. So we move this way. Maybe... just maybe hurt a truck. We'll see. So these 3 with the Devourers are in range of that truck, so I'm going to fire at that one. 9 shots hit on 4s. So we got 3 hits. Seen on 6s. Nothing. Run this Zoanthrope. 4 inches. I'm not going to go the full 4. This one. 4 inches. And this one. 6 inches. Biovores are going to fire and target this truck. Yeah, we'll put it back there. So the initial one goes over. That's actually, they can see the target, so that's a direct hit. So the second one, then I get to place it, so I'll leave it there. The third one flips and won't hit anything. So it's 2 hits on this truck, and it's 6s to glance. Nope. 2 hits on that truck. 1 glance. And you have a 6-up cover because it's night fighting. Nothing. So that truck is down to 2 hull points. Run these Termagants, 2 inches. No fleet, so they're just moving up a little. Run these Hormagaunts, they run d6 plus 3. And they have fleet, so I can re-roll it. 6 inches. Run these Termagants, 1 inch. Alright. Great. Go, guys. Barb Strangler is going to take a pot shot at the Big Mech. He's got a 2+ cover save right now, 4+ for the building or ruins, +1 for night fighting, so it gives him stealth, and then +1 because of the mysterious objective. I'll take a shot and see what happens. So, put the blast on him, and that's going to totally miss him. I'm not going to hit anything else. Run these Hormagaunts, d6 plus 3, 8 inches. Here they come.
Yeah.
Can't ignore them.
No.
Gargoyles will run as well, 3 inches. Let's move not too far. I'm going to keep the one in the corner back just to stay in Synapse range. So you don't want Gargoyles to not have Synapse. This Turbogon will run 5 inches. This Zoanthrope will run 2 inches. This Turbogon will run 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Tyranids turn 1. Took off a wound of the big mech. Well, I didn't do it.
You did it.
The world did it. Ixia did it. And then I glanced the truck once. And then ran up everybody, so they're now pretty much halfway up the board. So He will not be able to ignore them, and I'm not worried about keeping them alive, because they get to come back. So he has two choices. Does he target the guys who come back, or target the synapse creatures behind them and leave the guys who then can charge up, start shooting and charging and causing all sorts of problems? Let's find out. Orks, turn 1. Starting with the indigenous hazard table. 1. Self-detonating fauna. Uh-oh. So this is self-detonating flora, so it centers a blast marker over a model that's wholly in area terrain, it says, but we're just going to treat that as the ruins, buildings, and the forest. And everything underneath it takes strength 8, AP 3. And I'm giving it ignore cover for all this because it's stuff coming from the cover, even though it's going to be bad for me.
You're so nice. Okay.
So he's going to center it on the biovore, and it doesn't scatter or anything. And so all 3 of them get hit with strength 8, AP 3, which will be insta-killing, so 2s to kill them. 1 survives! Ouch. Scorcha is going to go through difficult terrain.
Just to go there.
So he counts as he's a vehicle with armor 10 all around, so that's just going to be a dangerous terrain check for being immobilized.
He's tracked, so he can reroll.
Okay, so you're fine then. Yep, you're good. Truck full of tank buses only going to move 6 inches so that they can fire at their full ballistic skill. Truck number 1 is going to try to go through dangerous terrain. Did you give him the upgrades?
No,
to
I didn't.
Reroll?
I took no.
Oh, so only the Scorches have that.
Points.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go like that.
The other one's going to do the same thing, difficult terrain. He's fine as well. Ooh. Lucky.
Better.
He's moving up. Shooting phase, Flamer from the Scorcha. Looks like you're hitting 2. Strength 5, so 2s to kill. 2 of them die.
Yay.
The nearest ones, at least 2. Big shooter from the truck into the Hormagaunts, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Wounded on 2s, no saves. Well, I guess I have 6 plus.
85. Well, you have cover. Yeah.
Nope, 2 die. And then the 12 tank buses are going to fire their rockets at the Turbogon, who doesn't have Feel No Pain, because you denied it.
That's right.
Maybe I should have spawned Termagants. Hitting on 5s? Oh, never mind.
Oh,
2
man.
hits. What am I worried about? Wounding on 2s.
Shooting.
2 wounds. So the Hormagaunts aren't covering enough of the Turbogon to give them cover, so I just have stealth, so 6 up. Oh, and I saved 1. He's down to 5 wounds. Shock attack gun, who's been assaulted by the indigenous terrain, is centering it there. Let's roll for its strength. Just don't roll any doubles. 5. Strength 5, AP 2.
Okay, so I need 5.
And then we rolled a scatter. Direct hit. So wounding the Turbogon on a 5, nothing.
Yeah.
Truck number 1, big shooter. 5s to hit. Oh,
Nada.
truck number 2 going to do the same thing?
Same thing.
So let's just do that quickly. Nothing, okay. Tractor cannon, which has Skyfire, so it has to snap fire on ground units, is going to fire at the zone throw, hitting on a 6. Misses.
Oh.
So now our Gorkanaut is going to open fire on that Turbogon, who's already down a wound. You're going to start with the...
Deathstorm Mega Shootout.
So this says 3d6
3d6
shots. So 10 shots.
10 shots.
10 shots hit on 5s, right? Or is it 4s?
5.
Okay, so 2 hits. Seems to be
Could be a theme here.
a
Okay,
theme, yeah.
Strength 6 and you force.
So yeah, 4s to wound.
Oh, you
Double
orc.
1s. 2 twin link big shooters, hit on 5s. Of course, the twin link ones you get 4 out of 6 hits. It's just laughing at you now.
Oh my god, okay.
And so 5s to wound with the big shooter, strength 5 against toughness 6. 1 wound.
Yay.
Farmer. Saved. And then 2 rockets, hitting on 5s, nothing. Wow.
Wow.
Impressive.
That's good.
That's it for Orcs turn 1. Now the rest of the Orcs are coming in and from reserve, teleporters and stuff, so that's when the real fighting will begin. But they weren't able to kill much. Took a wound off the Turbogon. Oh, okay, that's not completely true. The indigenous species seem to be doing more damage than us. Yeah, we're just running at each other, and slowly our numbers are dwindling just because the planet is eating us. So it'll be some good stuff for the Tyranids to consume and adapt into their genetic structure. So that's it. No points yet. 0-0, because we don't score the objectives till the end. And nobody's got First Blood or Warlord kill, and Linebreaker doesn't happen till the end. So let's go into Tyranids, turn 2. So at the beginning of my turn, I have both reserves and the indigenous hazards. They both happen at the beginning of the turn, and since it's my turn, I get to choose the order. So I'm going to choose to do the indigenous first, so it doesn't kill my Moloch, however it comes in. So indigenous hazard 2. So this is carnivorous flora. So I choose a terrain piece, and every model that is fully in that terrain piece must take an initiative test, and if they fail it, they take a strength 4 hit, or strength 6 AP 5 if it's woods. And we're always saying ignore cover, of course. So I'm going to choose this one. So take an initiative test, initiative 3.
Yep.
And you take a strength 4. AP nothing, so 4 to wound. Nothing, you're fine. Moloch comes in on a 3+, and he's not in. Which is kind of good for me because the bulk of his troops are not on the ground yet. Ormagants are going to bound forward. See if we can take care of that big mech. Get first blood at the same time. Gargoyle's going to move forward too, so they have a couple options. They can either fire at the big mech or at the Scorcha. And all I have to do is get 2 glancing hits on him, and he's dead. Tervagon will move forward and then spawn Gaunts. 3d6, any doubles will stop him from spawning in the future. 1, 2, 3! You know what? I know that's the worst number I could roll without getting doubles, but I'll take it rather than getting doubles. Place the 6 right there. And these Hormagaunts will move up. Move through cover for the Termagants, 6 inches. The red tide.
Well, the mission said this is the first, like, it's definitely designed for the Orks to be on the defensive.
Yeah.
Which is rare for Orks.
Warriors for difficult terrain, 6 inches, good. Although now I'm afraid of trees.
Yeah.
Just place a strength 8 AP3 blast on them and kill them all. Spread them out a bit. Tervagon will move forward and spawn Gaunts. No doubles.
Oh.
We got 12. And there they are, ready to shoot at that truck. These guys will move forward as well. It's more of a menace. And the Zoanthropes are all going to move up their full 6. I've pre-measured it all. They will be within 18 inches of the Gorkanaut. Move through cover for these guys, 6 inches. Yeah, this Zoanthrope will move up too. They're closing in. Psychic phase, I still have 12 warp charges plus 6. There we go. That's what I needed. 18. Zoanthrope number 1 is going to attempt to manifest Warp Blast to Warp Lance the Gorkanaut. Need 2 4+. I got 4. Stop it.
No, I can't.
Okay. I still have to hit you though. Hitting on a 3. And I miss. Second one's going to attempt to do the same thing with 5 dice. He gets 3. You try to stop it?
I'll try to
3
stop it.
6s. 1.
What?
So I hit on a 3. And I hit. Strength 10, AP 2. Your front armor is reduced to 12 from 13. So 2s to glance. Oh! Come on! Warp Lance number 3. And he gets it. You can't stop it because you've already used all your dice. And he hits. 2 to glance. Oh, no. The Zoanthrope's going to attempt to manifest Catalyst on himself and on this Tervagon. And he fails. And then this Tervagon's going to try to do Dominion. And he gets it, so now he'll have 18-inch synapse. Okay. Shooting phase. These guys will all fire at the Scorcha. 8 shots hit on 4s. Well, we got 5 hits. 6s to glance. If I get 2 of these, it's dead. 1. Down to 1 hull point. Tervagon will fire his cluster spines as well. Or spine, I can't. This one is 4 shots, strength 5. You will get 5 up cover from it though. 4 shots hit on 4s. 1 hit. 5s to glance. You're not. Nothing. 4 of these Termagants can see and shoot at the truck. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits, and then glancing on 6s, no saves. Nothing. This group of Termagants is going to fire, but I'm only going to fire with the ones that won't give him the 4 up cover. He'll still get 5 up cover from my models. So I've got 2 Flesh Borers and 2 Devourers. They have different APs, but I'm against the vehicle, so it doesn't matter. Roll them at the same time, hitting on 4s, 4 hits. And then 6s to glance, 1 glance. 5 up cover. Nope, take a hull point. I would have saved that if I fired anything else through the building. And then all these guys are in range to fire as well.
You're close.
12 shots, hit on 4s. Ooh, that was good. 6s to glance. 1 more. 5 up cover for my Hormagaunts. Nope, so you're down to 1 hull point. So close to first blood. This squad will fire it as well. 2 of the Flesh Borers are in range, and all the Devourers are in range. So 17 shots. 4s to hit. Then I need 6s. Got 2. You do have 5 up cover from intervening models. Okay, good. So it is wrecked. So
I have to take a pinning check.
after, yeah, emergency disembark and then pinning check. So emergency disembark, they all came out 3 inches. Then we're going to take a pinning check for them. They're fine. The truck is wrecked, and that is first blood. Biovore is going to fire at them. And over 4 inches. So actually still hit 5 of them, so wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, and no saves. It'll come from the center of the blast, so this doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That weapon was pinning, so another pinning test. Okay, you're fine. Barb Strangler is going to go on to the tank buses as well. So centering on that guy. It's going over 4 inches as well. And it hits nothing. And this squad is going to fire at this truck. 20 shots from them, hitting on 4s. Sixes to glance, no cover. He's got 2 hull points left. And we got him! So another wrecked truck. Now that one doesn't have anybody inside, but still. It's being a bit of a pain. Yeah, so that one had objective secured, so it's one less objective grabber. Still providing cover though. Gonna run this zone throat, just 3 inches, so just shuffle a little. Run this zone throat, 5 inches. I'm just gonna zip back a little bit. Run this zone throat, 5 inches over here. And this zone throat, 6 inches. I'll keep him in the middle. This zone throat will actually move too. Let's get him out of cover. 1 inch just gets him out. Into the assault phase. So these Hormagaunts are going to declare a charge against the big mech. Does he have any other weapons other than his shock attack gun to overwatch with? No? So they needed a 10-inch charge. Through difficult terrain, but they haven't moved through cover. 10-inch charge. I got a fleet, so re-roll the 2. Oh, fail. These Hormagaunts will declare a charge against the tank busters who can overwatch. 10 shots hit on 6s. So 2 hits wounded on 2s.
You got a cover.
Yeah, I'll get 5 up cover. 2 up. 2 wounds. 5 up cover, 1 dies. That was the closest. So he's in front of the grab wave generator, so it's going to be -2 to my charge, and it's a 10-inch charge. I need double 6. Nothing? Fleet? Nope. So end of Tyranids turn 2, we got first blood, so that is a point. And now the Orks are going to start coming in, depending on how they roll for their reserves, as we go into Orks, turn 2. Indigenous hazards table first, 2. So that's a carnivorous flora, so choose any piece of terrain. Initiative test inside, or they take some strength 4 hits.
What's the initiative of a normal Tyranid warrior?
Warriors are 4.
And what's the Biovore?
Biovore is 2, I believe.
I'll take Biovore.
So the Biovore.
Yeah.
Biovore's initiative 2. Roll 6, so he fails it. So we've got a strength 4 hit on him, so it wounds him on a 4. Nothing. We got a bunch of reserve rolls. Why don't you start here? Just roll a die and put it beside him.
Okay.
3 up.
For guys.
They're in. Next one. Nice and quick.
This squad.
Oh, they're not with him?
No, he's separate. They're in.
That squad?
Nope.
No. Grots.
2 Grots. Same.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And the Luda's inside of the truck.
Yes. And
The
Scorcher.
Yes. So the Grots are going to try to go for line breaker, so he's going to place it over here for deep strike. Scatter? Nope. And there they are. Other Grots are going to try to deep strike right there. Dangerous. Back 4 inches. No mishap. Truck full of Ludas right here. Don't scatter off the table. Uh-oh. 5 inches takes you 1 inch off the table. So roll a die.
Okay.
Oh no! And they're destroyed. Oh no.
That's what I get.
Scorch it right there to burn and ate all the Termagants. And direct hit.
Direct hit. Oh.
Gaskell's gonna go right there.
Right there. Teleport right in the building.
Over 3
3
inches.
inches.
I think he'll fit.
It'll be okay.
He barely fits. Now it is difficult terrain, or dangerous terrain,
terrain test.
because it's difficult, so dangerous terrain test.
Of course it is.
So you have 2 ups, save
2
though,
ups,
right? You're fine. Boy squad right here. 5 inches. I think they should be okay. And they barely fit, but they fit. And the other squad of Orc boys is going right here. Scatter. Uh-oh. I think that's going to be a mishap.
That's a mishap.
Definitely. So roll, don't roll a 1. Oh no!
No! This is not going well!
No! The teleporters aren't very well made.
Oh my god.
Fire the big mech. So that's a lot of dead guys because your teleporters didn't work properly.
I was too aggressive.
Tank buses are moving back. Somehow these Orcs have learned how to reserve and just,
Calm
patiently.
down. Let them come to you.
We've been fighting these guys for 100 years.
That's about right.
Scorcher will zip around the gargoyles.
Six,
Oh, you're good. You're never
and
within
then
12
6.
inches. Just to get a good Scorcher position. Orkanaut is afraid of all the warp lances that tried to hit him and did nothing. He actually got hit by a couple of them, like,
He did.
and it's like, whatever. And the truck is just going to just kind of provide a roadblock for that area. Shooting phase. Scorcha, It's going to hit like 4 or 5.
I only got 3.
Just 3? Okay.
No, not 4.
So 2s, no saves. 2 die. It'll be these 2. Other Scorcha. Now, which one are you going to target?
Well,
you got to cover as much as possible with that one.
As much as possible, right?
Target the Hormagaunts, you're not really going to be able to touch the Termagants very much. Target the Termagants, and you'll hit a lot
I'm going to
more.
go for the Hormagaunts.
Okay, Hormagaunts. It's like 5.
5.
So 2s. So 4 die. No saves. Grots are going to run 3 inches.
Okay.
You don't want to stay in a nice large blast formation
Just spread out.
for the Biovore.
Just spread out.
And running these Grots. You don't want to get Linebreaker just to have them bombed. Right. Right.
Right.
They have mob rule? As
Nope.
Grots? No.
Grots are nothing. They're cowardly.
All the rockets are going to fire at the Turbogon. He will get us the 5s to hit. We got 4 hit.
4.
2s to wound. 4 wounds. 5 up cover from the truck. And I take 4 wounds. I'm down to 1. If this guy were to die, there's a lot of Termagants within 12 inches that'll get some synaptic backlash. Twin-link Big Shooter from Gazgul.
Not twin-linked.
It's not twin-linked? Okay, Big Shooter from him into the Turbogon, trying to finish it off. 3 shots, hitting on 5s. 1 hit, wounding on 5. Nothing. Shock attack gun onto the Turbogon. We got a strength, 2d6. 10!
10.
But not doubles.
Not doubles,
So it's just
so
a good old
it's just a
strength
10.
10. So wounding him on. Oh, then we got a scatter. How far is it going to scatter?
Oh.
Should be okay.
What a waste.
Yeah, what am I thinking? It was a 5-inch template. That basically means it flips and does nothing. Really hurts those trees. There's some indigenous flora and fauna in there.
He killed that beast. Then.
Yeah, Shrek is dead. You do have an ammo runt, right?
Yep.
So you're going to re-roll. Easy, no. You have 2 of them in
I
total.
have 2, so I can only 1.
So, re-roll.
Yay!
Good. Direct hit. Single 2+ to wound him. Oh! Does the ammo runt let you re-roll to wound? Or just to hit?
Just to hit, just scatter.
Oh, that's too bad. Tractor beam into the Turbogon to try to finish it off. Needs a 6 though. Misses. Big Shooter from the truck onto the Turbogon.
Big guns.
3 shots. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Nothing.
No. All right.
Alright, so the big guy's going to be used to try to finish him off. It is going through a building, so I'll have 4 up cover from his good guns and then 3 up armor from everything else. Okay. Big Shooter has 13 shots. 13 shots hitting on 5s. Oh, just 2 again. And this is strength.
Check 6.
So 4s. Nothing. Oh no.
2 rockets.
What? You need a 4 to wound? No, 2 to wound, sorry.
for
Strength
rocket.
8. Oh, what is going on?
What's going on today? And then
It's like
2
determined to give me a major victory.
twin-linked shoot us.
It's just going to be some sort of grot that finishes him off with a little pistol. So 5s, re-rolling because it's twin-linked. You got, oh, 1 more. So you got 2 still. 5s to wound. Oh!
God.
I didn't have to roll any saves. That's a lot of flubs. Shooter boys will open fire into the Termagants that they can see, which is these 6. 32 shots hitting on 5s. Looks like there's some hits in there. Wounding on 3s. There we are. 4 up cover. Only 3 die. Blade of wounds. And that's it for Orcs turn 2. So that was pretty bad. 2 mishaps that involved you dying, losing all your loot as a truck and an entire squad of shooter boys.
Yeah. So I think I'm just trying to hang on for
For objectives, yeah.
Well, to
Or
stop me from getting a major.
Yeah, major victory.
Victory.
Hey, I wouldn't mind consuming all of Ixia. The sooner I can take over the entire planet, the sooner I get to consume it all. So, yeah. And lots of really bad... Yeah, lots of bad shooting as well. So, well, we'll see what happens. Because with Linebreaker, that kind of ties it up.
That's right.
It's technically...
We're tied down.
It's 1-1. So let's go into Tyranids, turn 3. Indigenous Hazards. 4. So we rolled Deadly Spores. So I choose a terrain piece. All models, at least partially in the terrain piece, must take a toughness test or take a strength 1 AP 3 hit. And it says models from Codex Orks, ignore this because they're already spores. So I'll choose that empty terrain piece right there and we'll just move on. Reserves for my 1 Moloch, 3+. He's in. Just a little amendment. We just realized that when he rolled for reserves, you actually didn't get both shooter boys in. And it was the squad of shooter boys that died that you actually didn't roll to get in. So that squad of shooter boys is not dead. It is still in reserve. So that's a bit of a... You get a little bit back. I want the Moloch to go right here and kill all these guys. But then the war boss will jump in there, challenge him and kill him, no problem, and get 5 victory points. And so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I will stay away from the big guy. And I will try to come in right here. I'm going to choose that one right there. That's the spot he's going to come up. Over 8 inches. Dang it, I can be placed. Which means no terror from the deep. And he's got a dangerous terrain roll to make. He's fine. I have Dominion on this Tervagon, which puts these guys in Synapse, but even if they weren't, the Moloch is actually a 6-inch Synapse creature thanks to his Warlord trait. So they're good either way. So they're just going to move up over here. So they can try to finish off that Scorcha. Try not to go in a template formation. Although it's hard not to. Got so many guys. These Termagants will advance. Now it's time to close the jaws. The jaws are open. Now they're closing. Termagants will advance. Not feeling this charge. Tervagon will move up and then spawn. 10, no doubles.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. And there they are, all around him. Zoanthrope will advance. These 3 Hormagaunts want to die, so they can come back as 10-man squad. And the squad of Termagants will move. Make sure I don't grab from the other one. The squad of Termagants will move up. I'm going to turn them around so they don't get confused. Difficult terrain for the warriors. 6 inches. Let's get out of those trees before they kill us. Where do I want them to be? This way. These trees are nasty. Tervagon will advance and then he'll spawn. Not worried about all the backlash. Oh, 12, no doubles. Oh,
it's never happened.
Now I'm starting to feel bad. And there they are. I'm going to move this Biovore 6 inches. I just want him out of cover. I know he won't come back if he dies, but it's better than getting eaten by a monster. These Termagants will advance. Zoanthropes move back up to try to take down that Gorkanaut again. Move through cover for these Termagants, just 3 inches, so I'm just going to move them a bit. Turn them to not confuse them with everybody else. And this Zoanthrope will move up a little bit. Psychic phase, I've still got 12 warp charges, plus 3, so 15. Warp blast on the Gorkanaut, only going to use 4 dice. And I got it with 3. You want to try to get 666? 3 dice?
No.
Alright, then I hit on 3s, and I miss. This is the problem with bringing them individually, because you got to spend so many warp charges just to get a single shot. The second one will do the same thing, and nothing. And the final one will use the last of them, and nothing. Shooting phase, 6 of the gargoyles into the Scorcha.
Jim.
And hit on 4s. So, 4 hits. I need a single 6 to finish it off. Oh! Alright, I realize now I should have spawned these Termagants all over here to kill it, but only 4 are in range. I'm going to try it anyways. 4 is to hit. Nothing. Okay. These Termagants into the truck. 17 shots, hitting on 4s. Ooh, 4 hits out of 17. I'm rolling like an orc.
Hey!
I think that was an out of 5. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. 6 is the glance. 1 glance.
1 glance, okay.
Down to 2. Biovore is going to take a shot at these line-breaking grots. Put it on the herder guy. And it's off 3 inches. So we hit 2 of them only. 3s to wound. 1 dies.
No, they're tough. They might be toughness too.
Are they toughness 2?
They might be 2, I think.
They're actually toughness 2, so those 2 die. So enough for a pinning test,
Yep.
but not enough for a... Yeah, not enough for you to run away. So pinning test, they're fine. 4 shots from this guy into the Scorcha. See if we can finish him off with that. 4s to hit, 3 hits, 5s to glance. Nothing. Then we'll do these 6 guys into the big mech. 4s to hit. Ooh, we got 5 hits, and then 4s to wound, and he'll have a 3-up cover. 4 wounds! So only 1 wound left, 3-up cover. And he's dead! No more big mech with shock attack gun. This squad right here is going to fire the Scorcha. 12 shots, hitting on 4s. It's a good hit. 6s to glance, need 2. 1. He's down to 1 hull point. Lucky duck.
Can kill my Scorches.
No, this squad is going to try. He'll get a 5-up cover from it. 20 shots from that squad, hitting on 4s. Ooh, bad roll for the hits. 6s. Nothing. Not even a 4. Have him fire the Scorcha. 4s to hit, 2 hits, 5s to glance. You got a pen. You got a 5-up cover. That's cocked enough. Roll again.
Nope.
And it is wrecked. Just lied on its side. It is technically difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And this squad of Gaunts is going to fire at the truck. Hitting on 4s. Ooh, that was a good hit. Only 3 missed. 6s to glance. Ooh, 3 glancing. You've got a 4-up cover, though, from the building. And you're wrecked. Both trucks are wrecked. Bit of a roadblock. Now they're difficult terrain, but still. Barb Strangler from the Warrior is going to fire at the tank Bustas. And the guy in the front that I can see... direct hit. So 3 hit. 4s to wound. 1 wound. 5-up cover. Okay, so 1 dies. This will be the nearest because it's a blast.
Oh, it's over there.
It can still hurt the guys out of line of sight. And then you have a pinning test to take because it was a pinning weapon. Leadership 7.
Yep.
Failed it.
Pinned.
But you have mob rule.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have any characters, but you have at least... Oh, no.
I don't. I have less than 10.
So mob rule won't do anything for you.
2, 4, 6, 8. I got 9.
Yeah, so mob rule won't help.
Help me.
So they are pinned. Let's run the zone throws a little bit. 4 inches. He's just going to move here. And this one right here will move back a little. That's all. And then assault phase, these Hormagaunts will declare a charge against these Grots who can overwatch.
Yeah.
So the Grot guns first, or
Okay. I'll do the
guy's
pistol
gun?
first.
Oh, no, pistol.
Slug up first.
Misses, and then the Grot guns, 6s, 2 hits.
2 hits,
and they're strength
3.
3, so they're 4s to wound. Do they have an AP?
No.
6 up. Watch out. Nope, 2 die.
Ha! Try to get in now.
And I charge 10 inches. Hold on, Fleet. Oh, 7 inches. Darn it. Just darn it all. These 3 Hormagaunts are going to charge the tank Bustas, or they're going to try to. And he can't overwatch because he's pinned. I need a 9-inch charge. Ooh, reroll for... they're not making it in. So right into this assault, the Hormagaunts get to go first at initiative 5. No challenges, obviously.
That part of the score.
Oh, yep, I missed one. So 24 attacks from the Hormagaunts, hitting on 3s. Not very often Hormagaunts get to hit on 3s. Holy cow, I think they're all going to die. Then I'm winning on 3s, but I got poison, so I actually get to re-roll because my strength is higher than their toughness too. I guess that's why they're, 3 points apiece?
Yep. That's right.
Re-rolls. Yeah, that many. That's everybody because it's AP 6, so even the Grunt Herder, with his armor 6+, won't be able to stop that. So they wipe it out completely. And then they move 2 inches. So rough game so far for the Orks. It's going to be hard for them to come back from this. But you never know. See, I've seen worse games have interesting comebacks. So end of turn 3 for the Tyranids. They've taken over this flank, except for that one Scorcha who refuses to die. But still, this flank is pretty much theirs. And then we're moving in here, but there's going to be more resistance here, obviously, with the Gorkanaut, huge group of boys. Pinned to tank Bustas, unfortunately. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be snap firing. And we got, of course, War Boss... Butcha, who is going to want to have his way and kill lots and lots of bugs. Let's go into Orks, turn 3. Indigenous Hazards! 4 deadly spores. So choose a piece of terrain, and every model partially... There's only one that you really want to choose.
That one, I guess.
So I've got 4 guys that have to take toughness tests. Toughness 3, so 2 of them fail it, so you get to roll strength 1, AP 3, so 6s to wound, no saves. Oh, nothing happened. Yeah, 1 more reserve with these guys, and they're coming in. Will they mishap? We'll find out. The boys are going over here. Uh-oh!
Oh my goodness.
It was meant to be.
Holy moly.
12 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, they're off the table. Roll. Dude! How can he keep rolling once? That's 3 times.
That's 3 times.
Granted, one of them didn't count, but he still did it 3 times.
Horrible.
Okay, Andy's just at the point now where he's like, let's just get to the second game. Why are we holding this off? All right, so let's go into the moving phase. Shoot the boys.
I'm gonna go right near the edge.
They're coming back. You're gonna try to block me from
Yeah, that's right. I'm
any
blocking
reinforcements that come in.
Yep. That's the plan.
You gotta line up your
Still
Orks
that
along
way.
the entire edge.
I'm trying to.
The tank buses can't move
They can't move.
because they are pinned. You can still fire. Not very well. Butcha, through difficult terrain, 4 inches. Where does he want to go? Any movement down counts as part of that 4 inches.
So I'll move like down 1 and then over 3. So just over here.
And the big guy moving back as well. And the immortal, invincible Scorcha.
I'm gonna move
Grots are going to move further into the Tyranid deployment area to really make sure they have line breaker.
I get 2.
Scorch is going to go for these Termagants then?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's right. I have to.
Because if you do the cargo, it's going to have to go a different
way.
direction.
So I got
So 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Gargoyles, you killed 1. And
Right.
then the Termagants, you wound on 2s, you killed 2. Tractor Cannon is going to fire at the Termagon, who's down to 1 wound, and he hits him!
Hits him.
Wounds him on a 2.
Strength 8.
We'll have a 5-up cover. Otherwise, I'm dead. Oh, of course. I made it. Tank Busters are going to try to fire at the Termagon as well, hitting on 6s because they were pinned. Big Shooter onto the Zoanthrope, hits on 5s, 3 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound with a 3-up invuln. Not saved. He's down to 1 wound.
Okay.
Shooter boys into these Termagons. 32 shots, hitting on 5s. Wounding on 3s. Lots of wounds. 4-up cover because of the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die. It's actually what the Orks want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It leaves the squad small enough not to be a big threat and doesn't die, so they don't get to come back. Running the Grots.
4
4 inches.
Just gonna move them. Just space them out. Spread them out.
Moloch's coming for them.
Go ahead.
No, that'd be bad. And then this big guy is going to fire at the Termagon, try to finish him off. 3d6 shots for the big gun, none shots. 5s to hit, 2, 3 hits! Hey! 50% more output. And then 5s to wound, no, 4s to wound, right?
4s to wound, so.
3 wounds, 3-up armor. It's not AP3, right?
That's AP3.
It is AP3. Oh, 4-up cover.
No, it's AP4. I'm sorry. It's the wrong.
3-up armor.
3-up armor.
Oh, you killed him! Yay! Now, on top of that, every Termagant squad within 12 inches takes 3d6, strength 3, AP nothing hits, and you roll once for all of them. So 11. So start with this squad. So they take wounds on 4s. So we got 5 wounds with 6-up armor. So 5 die. So this should work well for you because it won't kill any of the squads. It'll just neuter a lot of them. And this squad right here takes 11. 4s to wound, only 3. 6-up save. So 3 die, closest to him. So 1, 2, 3. And then the big squad out front. 4s to wound, 4 wounds, 6-up saves, 4 die. And we got 1 more squad. This squad over here. 4s to wound, 4 wounds, 6-up save, 4 die. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we remove the big guy. Leaves a bit of a hole. So War Boss Butcha is going to try to charge his own throat. Needs 7-inch charge for difficult, so needs to roll 9 or higher. 8. But he's got. Here we go. You got it. He's in. Go kill that Zoanthrope. Zoanthrope gets to go first, hit on a 4, and wounds you on a 5. He wounded you.
You wounded me.
You got a 2-up save though.
Wounded.
Don't fail this. Okay, great. And then you have 7 attacks hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness, 3.
got 3.
But
and
2s.
then you're wounding on 2s, and I got 3-up invuln though. 3-up invuln.
Oh,
That keeps me from shooting at you.
it's true.
So that's good. Well, end of turn 3. Termagon was destroyed, backlashing and killing a lot of Termagants with it. Gazgul tried to kill his own throat, but the warp field prevented him. Or not Gazgul, sorry, Butcha. And the Grots are holding the back line. A bunch of Termagants died over here. And that's it. So, still looks like the Tyranids have the upper hand, but they still have a few Orks to go through in the back there. And now that Termagon is gone, it feels a little less crazy. Still crazy, just a little less crazy. So let's go to Tyranids, turn 4. Indigenous Hazards, 3. So number 3 is the Swarm. This is all Psychers on the battlefield suffer D3, Strength 3, AP2 hits. Every Zoanthrope is a Psycher, and that Termagon's a Psycher. So let's go through this. Zoanthrope number 1, D3, 1, wounds on a 5, nothing. Next one, D3, 2, wound on 5s, 1 wound, 3 plus invuln. He's fine. This guy, D3, takes 3, wounds on 5s, 1 wound, 3 plus save. He's fine. One back here, 1, wounds on a 5, takes a wound, 3 up, and he's fine. This Zoanthrope takes 3 strength or wounds on 5s, 1 wound, 3 up save. Jeez. Okay. And the Turbogon, D3, takes 1, needs a 6. Nothing. A lot of nothing. Yeah. No reserves for the Tyranids, so right to the moving phase. Back underground. Gargoyles, we're gonna have some dangerous terrain tests because I am using their wings to do this. Just want to kind of hold that objective. Put one up on here. Back here. This one will not go in. So dangerous terrain, 1, 6 up. So it'll be random, because I should have done them randomly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, of course. 5, of course. 6, of course. 3. So 1, 2, that was 3, right? Okay, sure. Time to close in and deal with these guys. This group of Termagants will advance. Hormagaunts through difficult terrain, 5 inches. Up to here. And this squad will advance to here. Termagant will move up and spawn again because he hasn't rolled doubles yet. No doubles.
Not yet.
9. Jeez. And there they are right there. They got one job. Kill the Scorcha. Thrope. These 3 Hormagaunts. Moving up here. And then these Termagants will... Oop, that's the other squad. Will advance. In case you're wondering, everything is in Synapse because we have so many Zoanthropes around. And this squad will just advance a little bit as well. Turning these guys backwards so we know who is who. And these warriors will go up. Maybe they can do more than look pretty. And Termagants will just kind of swarm up behind them. And these Termagants are going to tie up Butcha. And these Zoanthropes will advance. And these, actually, you know what, these guys are going to come over here and maybe charge in first. Psychic phase, I've got 11 warp charges plus 4, so 15. This one is going to manifest Psychic Scream. So that's a Nova 6 inches against enemies, so it can hurt people in combat, just can't be fired from combat. And I got Perils, and I got 4. You don't have enough to stop it?
I do, but I'm not going to.
You're not going to try? Okay, so Perils 1, Leadership 10. So I take a wound no matter what, but I don't die. So now I do 2d6 plus 2 minus his Leadership of 10, 9. So basically it's a Leadership 7 test. Whatever I beat it by, you take a wound, no armor, or cover stays allowed. Nothing, you're fine. And then he'll attempt to manifest Warp Blast at the Gorkanaut, and he gets it. Do you want to try to stop it? And 3 6s.
Well,
3 6s? Nope. Hits on a 3. Finally. 2s to glance. Alright, we got a pen with a 5 up. Cover. Ah! Fine.
how do you like?
The other one will try the same thing. And he gets it. You can't deny it anymore. 3s to hit. 2s to glance. Hey, we got another pen. Okay,
Oh.
so it's a +1.
Okay.
It's AB2. If I roll a 6, he's blown up. Oh my goodness! Well, to be fair, I have fired a lot of these.
Yeah.
But to also be fair, you're
How
dying.
far?
6 inches, of course. It explodes 6 inches. We rolled, and it hits 10 of them, wounding them on 4s. So 7 wounds, 6 up saves.
1 save.
6 dead. 6 dead. Maybe they're gonna be run off the table.
6, it could.
So Gorkanaut is gone. 4 flesh boars and the Scorcha. Let's see if it's the immortal Scorcha still. Oh, just need a single 6. Yay!
Oh.
You can just remove it. I'm not going over there anymore.
Okay.
4 shots from this guy into that group. Sorry, I forgot something. We should do a morale check for them because it's the psychic phase that they took all those casualties.
Right.
So leadership 7.
Of course.
So mob rule. You
But
do
I
have a
do have a
character near at
character.
least 10, so just don't roll a 1. So 6. So you're gonna take
6.
D6 strength 4 hits.
Yeah, I've still got 10 too, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You had
D4.
16.
So
So you're taking 5 strength 4 hits, wounding on 4s. So 2 wounds, 6 up saves. So 2 die.
okay,
It
so
doesn't really matter. Just take
Didn't
it
care.
because you can't take the character. None of the rest
That's
are pretty-
true.
There is the rocket, I guess, but no, there's not. He died.
no rocket.
So it really doesn't matter. Turbogon will then fire into the tank bustas, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 5 up cover. 1 dies. 4 of these Termagants are in range. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 4, nothing. And then these 6. 4s to hit. Woo! 6 hits, not bad. 4s to wound. Sorry, 4s to hit, 4s to wound. So 2 wounds, no saves because they're AP 5.
Here.
So you're 2
From where?
closest
There?
from those guys, yeah. We'll do this squad next. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do the warriors next because we got a blast. Target that guy right there. Back 4 inches. So we hit 2 Hormagaunts and 1 tank buster. Hormagaunts wounded on 3s, 1 wound with a 5-up cover. So 1 of the 3 Hormagaunts dies. And then we hit the tank busters, wounded on 4s, nothing. And then the 4 Devourers are in range of killing 4 of them, hitting on 4s. 4s. So 5 wounds. 5-up cover, and 3 die. From not this guy because I can't see him. So 1, 2, and then that guy, I guess. And these 6 Termagants that are in range will fire at the Shooter Boys. 4s to hit, nothing. And the Biovore is going to fire at the Shooter Boys. Center it there. Back. Can't see. Oh no, he can see. So it'll be 1 inch. 7 hits. Putting on 4s. So 4 dead. 4 die. Pitting check. Leadership 7. They fail it. They got mob rule. They do have a character. So 2 or a 3. Nope. But you have a boss pull, right?
Nope.
Nope. So they are pinned. I'm sorry. That's not pinning. That's the bio. I was thinking of the weapon, the Barb Strangler from the Warriors. Okay. So we have 2 morale tested in the shooting phase. Leadership 7. They made it. Okay. And the tank busters? They made it. Jeez. Okay, fine. So I'm going to declare a charge these Termagants against the tank busters so you can overwatch. Okay. So you got 3 shots, hitting on 6s, nothing. Need a 4-inch charge. I'll let it. So it'll be there. I'm going to stay in coherency. So I'll put them here. I'll get us right up to there. These Hormagaunts will declare a charge here so you can overwatch. Okay. So 10 of them, hitting on 6s, wounded on 3s. And he killed 1. Need an 8-inch charge. I'm not re-rolling that. It's not through difficult. And then these 2 are going to charge against the Butcha. War Boss Butcha. And the other squad. Oh, I just charged. You know what? They actually failed that. I was looking at him. That 3 inches is too far away. The other squad will charge to 8 inches. No, they don't. Start with this fight. I'll start with the Hormagaunt. It's got poison. It's got 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s, AP 6, so 1 just dies. And then you get to pile in and kill him. It'd be hard not to. Actually, your Knob gets to go first, unless he has a Power Claw.
He's got a Power Claw.
Okay, then these guys. Yeah. He has 6 attacks back, hitting on 3s, so 3. And you're winning on 4s. My goodness, he's still alive. He's still got a Power Claw. Power Claw. He's got 3 attacks?
He has, he's got 3 attacks.
Oh, because the Shooter doesn't
get anymore, so he has
it's just
2 then.
Just 2? So Knob has base 2, I think he has base 3. He has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounded on 2s, no double 1s. Oh, almost. So close.
I didn't want to wipe that out.
And I know, you're trying to be nice, right? Actually, you just don't want them to come back as 10-man squad, which they're about to.
Okay.
And you get to consolidate your 3 inches and go back away from the swarm. Into this fight, I get to go first at initiative 4. So hitting on 4s, wounded on 5s. Oh, 3. That's enough to kill you. You got 6-up saves though. Oh, they wiped them out! Go, Termagants! And then we got this fight. I'll do the Termagants first. And hitting on 4s. Wounded on 6s. 2 wounds. So save. You're fine. Zoanthrope hits on a 4, wounds on a 5, nothing. And then you hit back. Who are you going to hit? The Zoanthrope? You can actually split your attacks if you like.
Yeah, okay.
If you really care.
I'll do 2 on the Zoanthrope and 3 on the...
You have 5 attacks in total?
Yeah, 5 base.
Alright, so 2 on the Zoanthrope, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, 3 up invuln, alive.
Yeah, wow.
3 on the Termagants, 3s, and then 2s, no saves. 2 die. Take these guys, and then you win combat, but I'm fearless, so I pile in. And at this point, we're going to shake hands. And Andy's calling it. That does make it a major victory for the Tyranids. And maybe, just maybe, he could prevent a major victory. But a major victory is when I have 50% more points than him. Now he has Line Breaker, which would be hard for me to get rid of. The Biovore could deliver another volley. We'd have another turn. But I've got this objective easy, this objective easy. So that's 6 points right there. 7 with First Blood. And then he has 1 there. 7 versus 1 is obviously double. My Moloch, technically, if he kills it with his War Boss in a challenge, he'd get 5 points, but the Moloch doesn't even have anywhere to come in over here, so
I couldn't.
Yeah, he would probably try to take out these stragglers or the tractor beam or something. Like, I know I could just be safe and keep him there, but even playing to the narrative, it's not going to really happen that they'll fight each other. And this guy will just get tied up forever from a million gaunts all around him. So really, I don't think there's any possibility you'd stop me from getting a major victory. So that is it. So thanks for watching. Let's go back to the board and place our flags.
Okay, we're back at the board. That was an Orc loss, major victory for the Tyranids, and the Orcs were playing on the Team Chaos side. So
You can never defeat me! Ah!
So we're gonna move some flags around. So here's how it's gonna work. So right in here, we got Ixia. And so now that we're nice and close, you can see that the Tyranids have these 5. Now, because I won, I get to take over one of the Chaos flags. So I'm going to pull this one out ever so gently, because they break really easily. And I'm going to put a flag right there. And that's just a regular victory. When it's a major victory, I also get to take over an empty tile that is adjacent to one of my own. I don't want anybody else to have this bastion. I don't get any use out of it, but yeah, there we go. So thanks for watching. Now we're going to be playing another game, and it's actually going to continue the narrative of the Orcs versus the Tyranids on Ixia. And it's going to be the Orcs it's going to be the Terrifying Harvest Altar of War mission, and that'll be in the MiniWarGaming vault at the link below. And so, of course, go ahead and watch that. If you're not a vault member, it's okay. Still click it. You get a 7-day free trial, get instant access to the extra battle report and all the other thousands of videos that are in the vault. So go ahead, click the link below. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.